Okay, so what I've done here in red is I've got a list of rules that you are allowed to use without having to prove them. These are standard rules with trig functions. And so what I'm going to do to manipulate this is I'm going to start by multiplying numerator and denominator by cosine x minus sine x. Okay, so I'm going to get one big fraction now. And I'm going to FOIL this. So in the numerator, I'm going to have cosine squared x minus cosine x sine x. Extend that. Then minus sine x cosine x, but I'm just going to switch around the order, which is fine. I'm allowed to do that. And then minus sine x times negative sine x. So I'll have plus sine squared x. Now, if I FOIL this in the denominator, I'm going to have cosine squared x minus cosine x sine x, then plus sine x cosine x, which I'm going to write with the cosine first, and then minus sine squared x. Okay, so in the denominator, I can see that these terms cancel. All right, so they're gone. And in the numerator, I can see, use this result because I have a sine squared x and I have a cosine squared x there. So those will be equal to 1. Okay, so now I'm done with that. And then I have minus cosine x sine x minus cosine x sine x, so I'm going to have minus 2 times cosine x sine x. And then left over in the denominator, I have cosine squared x minus sine squared x. Okay, so now I'm going to use my next formula, this one here. This is a double angle formula, and you're allowed to use that. So in the denominator there, we've got cosine of 2x. And in that numerator, I'm going to use this double angle formula because I have 2 cosine of x of sine x. Okay, so in the numerator, that will become 1 minus 2, and no, sorry, 1 minus, that will be sine of 2x. Okay, just a second. Okay, let me fix that. So 1 minus sine of 2x. Okay, so this is where we are now. What I'm going to do next is a trick where I'm going to split this up into 2 fractions. So if you have, excuse me, a minus b over c, you can split that up into 2 fractions. We're used to going from this side to that side, right to left, but I can split that up into 2 fractions, so that's what I'm going to do. So this is the same as 1 over cosine of 2x minus sine of 2x over cosine of 2x. Okay. Now, 1 over cosine gives you secant, okay, for this formula. So that first term is going to be equal to the secant of 2x. Then minus, and sine over cosine is equal to tangent of this formula here. And so I can now write that as tangent of the argument, what's inside the parentheses, tangent of 2x. And this is the result that you were looking for. So that ends the video, and thank you for letting me help you.